Well, hello, and welcome to another, I guess you could say, reflective video. Um, I'm coming up to 10 months here in London, and it's come to that point where I kind of need to make a decision on where I'm going with my life come September-ish. I know when I moved here, and for a long time I said I would be staying without a doubt, but after thinking about it for about the past 3 months and looking at my options, I am coming home. Okay, let me rephrase that. I'm coming back to the US. I don't plan to come back to Rochester, New York, and if I do, it's temporary. I've put a lot of thought in this, and mostly it comes down to two things. One, finances. It just doesn't really work out because it's very expensive here, and I'll have bills kicking in at home, and it's just entry-level pay in London and bills at home. It's just doing the math, it doesn't look good. And two is getting a visa is extremely hard. It's still just as hard if you're living here. You have to have a certain trait that people can't find in anywhere else other than you. And I don't want to just settle with any interior design job here. I want to pursue some genre of interior design that I want to do. So that limits me even more. But yeah, those are the two main reasons. And I mean, I thought about it. I was like, why do I want to stay here so bad? And I came to the conclusion that it was more I just want to travel. Being in Europe and being able to travel makes it really easy and very cheap. And then that comes back to, sorry, that was a fly. That comes back to the financial aspects that I'll be just scraping by living here with a job, and I'll have a job, so my schedule won't be as flexible. So would I be able to travel? Highly unlikely compared to what I've been doing since moving here. And one of the reasons why I was so hesitant to go back home to the US was because I didn't want to get stuck in Rochester. And I've decided that I'm going to move out of state. And I'm looking mostly at the West Coast. Washington, Oregon, California, Nevada, West Coast. Say bye to the East Coast. This isn't being taken lightly either, but I'm making the most of the last couple months I have here. I've gone to about 7 countries now, and I'm gonna hit 4 more before I come home. It's a tough decision, but I've been thinking about it for a long time and talking with a lot of people who are in my boat or who have struggled to stay after getting a visa with finances, and it just doesn't make sense. So I'm coming home back to the US. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. I mean, leaving London is gonna be really hard. It's become my home, and I can say I did a lot, and I still have quite a few more things, but for the next 2 months I'm gonna bust out my thesis, and then I'll have about a month. September 3rd is when the hand-in is, so I'll have a month that I'm gonna stay and finish up my job. There's people standing in the background. I probably look so weird talking to a camera. What was I saying? Job. I'm gonna finish my part-time job, which goes until the 26th, and my mom is gonna come, and we're gonna do some traveling on this side of the world since it's a little cheaper and we're already here. And we are planning to come back around the end of October, and fingers crossed I'll already have a job lined up by then, because I will be looking in the next month. If not, I'll figure it out. If I can move across country, I'm pretty sure I'll be able to figure out my life when I get back to the US. So, yeah. My advice to anybody who's going through something similar is to think it through. Look at all your options, figure out why you really want to do what you want to do, and just go from there and hope for the best. But I would never choose a different path than what I did in the past year. I loved coming here. I love living here. I'm gonna enjoy my summer in the next couple of months after that, September, October. And I'm slightly excited to go home. The more I think about it, the more I'm like, oh, I do miss quite a few things at home. But it's still gonna be hard to leave. So, yeah, to answer everybody's questions, the flights haven't been booked, so it's not official. Maybe by the time I post this it will, I don't know, but I'm coming home. I don't look as excited because it's a sour and a sweet feeling, I guess you could say. It's hard to explain unless you're in this boat. So, yeah, there's my life update from 10 months in London. And I'm gonna enjoy the last 4 months I have, I think. Yeah. And then I'll be back in the US. Hooray! Can't wait to go back to that wonderful place. Oh boy. Alright, say bye.